everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Mademoiselle Lynna, and you can find me at www.scottishsunflower.com. Today we are here to do the Leo reading for January 2024. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. On line number 1, we have the planchette. You usually see a planchette when using a Ouija board to contact spirits of the dead. In this case, however, the planchette represents your ancestors. They are here on the top, watching over you. Make sure that you are taking care of them as well. Do you have an altar set up for them? Is it clean? Do they have fresh food and drink? What about fresh flowers? When is the last time you sat down and had a conversation with them? They like working for you, but they love talking to you even more. They take care of us, so we need to make sure that we are taking care of them too. On to line number 2. Here we have 2 Lenormand cards, the first one being the garden. Now, the garden is a symbol of harmony, beauty, and relaxation. It represents happiness and the pleasure of getting outdoors to commune with nature. The garden involves people in groups. It could be a birthday party, a concert, a play, or going to the movies or a restaurant. The garden is all public and private occasions, from retreats, reunions, and events to conferences, seminars, and meetings. Consider a crowd, a congregation, an audience, a celebration, or even a demonstration. The garden is the well-manicured neighborhood, the green preserve, and the groomed landscape. The garden also stands for abundance, multitude, and fertile ground. I really feel like the garden is telling us to put ourselves out there. Go out. You've been inside too long. Get out. Go make new connections. That kind of leads us to our next one. The heart. The heart expresses eternal affection, emotion, and that feeling of connection between people. Whatever the medium is, we make the sign of a heart to show our appreciation and to love someone. The heart card signifies happiness, joy, contentment, satisfaction, fulfillment, gratitude, flowering, blooming, love, and passion. It brings peace, harmony, delight, pleasure, and enjoyment to any aspect of human relations or any other passion in life. It conveys that feeling of elation we experience when finishing a project, the rapture of being with a lover, and the satisfaction of enjoying a friend's company. This card represents a mother's love and sibling affection. It is the simple pleasure of being alone and doing what we want. The heart card indicates any act of kindness, charity, generosity, and hospitality towards friends and strangers. It represents all facets of love in all of its forms and iterations. This card connotates all feelings and emotions in all their expressions and characteristics. The heart card reveals feelings, passions, desires, affections, likes, loves, and fondness, but it is never a sign of commitment. Now, in readings, we need to examine adjacent cards to determine intentions and fidelity. So let's go ahead and do that now. So what exactly does it mean when you put the garden together with the heart? Let's think about this. It could be to find love and understanding in social networks. Could be a public display of affection, to publicly announce one's love, a proposal in public even, publicly accepted forms of showing affection, It could be organizing a charity event or a fundraiser to help people in need. To go out in order to find romance, a culture of love, loving, compassionate communities, the attempt to show kindness to everybody, to present as caring and compassionate. So whatever you do when you go out this month, do it with love in your heart, with kindness in your heart. On line number 3, we have a couple of oghams. The first one being EDOT. This is the poplar tree. Now, the poplar tree is generally used to make shields. Magical symbols were placed on them to be protected from and to prevent dangers. It's courage to overcome fears and anxieties about the future. EDOT, that represents the visual shape of the poplar tree, symbolizes how accepting fear and anxiety will make you stronger and help you to overcome these feelings. Don't forget that the poplar tree is extremely strong but very flexible. Remember that when you try to overcome challenges. EDOT might also represent enlightenment and connecting with the universe with a changed state of consciousness, such as meditation, trances, dreams, drunkenness. But make sure that you are calm and you can distinguish hallucination from the reality. Now listen, I never approve or encourage for you to use alcohol or drugs, okay? Got it? Alright, good. Listen, EDOT is beneficial for prophecy, shadow practice, or when you try to communicate with the universe or spirit world. Remember the planchette? Yeah, Use it during Samhain to be free from negative emotions and get ready for the new year. Woohoo! Sorry about that. I got a little excited there. Now over to the next ogham, and we have strafe. This is also known as the blackthorn tree. It is distress, prophecy, secrets. It is sometimes known as the tree of the dead because of its connection with the spirits in the other world. This keeps coming up over and over again in this reading. The ancestors are all over us. Ugh. Okay. This thorny tree is the symbol of sword, arrow, and spear. Now it is time to focus on the reason of the problems rather than the problems themselves. Face the challenges neck and neck and do your best not to be defeated by them. Be ready for unexpected situations. Your life might be taking an unexpected turn. It might be best to keep what you know to yourself until your path is clear. Listen. Blackthorn had a bad reputation because it grows in winter when all other things die. It is often associated with the Kalyak and the Morgan. Blackthorn is often used as a weapon for Batarake to make Shalaha. Use this ogham wisely. It might help you to show the courage and steadiness you need to overcome the unpredictable challenges on your path. The change is coming towards you and helps you to have optimistic thoughts and instill hope. Ancestors, 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 they're all over this reading. They are trying to protect us. We've got the blackthorn. It's telling us to face things head on. Okay, but also we have the poplar tree. So remember to be able to bend just a little bit. Work your way through. You're going to make it. Your ancestors got your back. Okay, finally, down to the fourth line. And it is so ironic that this particular geomantic figure would be on the bottom. This is Tristitia. Now, if you look at the figure, it looks like a downward arrow kind of thing, maybe like a stake. You see the two sides and the point on the end. Usually, Tristitia represents sorrow, illness, things of that nature. but it can also mean stability and solidity. Its main element in this figure is earth. We do have some air, but we also have earth. And based on all the other components in this reading, to me, that once again is representing the ancestors. They are what is watching over us. They are what is going to be there to protect us, to know that we can face our fears, our anxieties. We just need to face them head on. Sometimes we have to bend a little bit, but do everything with love and compassion in our hearts. And our ancestors are going to be there to root us and keep us safe and stable. All right, Leo, you have a lot to think about this month. Go ahead and leave me some comments below. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading and that it will help lead you and guide you throughout the month of January. If it has, and you feel like it would help someone else, please feel free to share this video. Alright guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Love you bunches. Bye-bye.